Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. Hope you guys can hear me. It's a little windy. Doing a quick non-spoiler review outside. You kind of see back here. It's like super gray. I figured I'm dying. Excuse me. Drank some water and went down the wrong pipe. Clearly, I'm dying to tell you guys about. Or at least how I felt about The Nun. So yeah, this is going to be a different kind of review, a non-spoiler review. Just kind of wanted to drive and do some creative thinking, so why not do the review, right? You guys are probably wondering where I am. It's been raining quite a bit in Texas, so the weather is still a little icky. I might do some quick shopping. I worked a little earlier, so anyways, let's get into the review. So the plot was super simple. There were a few holes in the plot, and that did suck because it kind of like ruined the continuity just a little bit. But if you're just going in to have a good time, that stuff is not going to matter to you. The plot is going to be easy to follow. It's going to be mildly enjoyable, I'll say. In regard to the characters, I think all of the characters did a nice job. But personally, I want to talk about Taissa Farmiga. As you guys know, in a past video, I said that I really enjoyed her as an actress because I really liked watching her in American Horror Story as well as some of her indie films. But a lot of people were worried that she wouldn't be able to carry the film on her own just because of her air quote lack of experience, I guess is a nice way of trying to put it. But I think she did just fine. She was believable as the nun character that she was, though there are some events that take place later in the movie that seemed a little rushed in regard to character development for her character. I do wish her character would have been just kind of developed a lot more, or they had set aside more time for that, because there was a moment where she kind of talks about what's going on with her and why they chose her as the nun to come in and help them deal with the nun. You know what I mean? And it wasn't very I don't know, it wasn't explained well, I'll definitely say that. So it was kind of like rushed and thrown together, like, hey, this is who this character is and this is why they chose her. Here's my backstory, kind of let me tell you in a flashback kind of thing, which in normal circumstances I really don't mind that, but I really like Taissa Farmiga, so it was kind of disappointing that we really didn't get much information about her character and the, I'll say, ability that she has. Now, in regard to the music, obviously this horror film didn't really utilize music way too much, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. At least if they did, it was very unnoticeable, which, as I always talk about, you never want your music, your sound effects, or your sound to just kind of take away from the film and it becomes the focal point, unless it's a very important key element to scaring people, or it's an important element to a character, like in Hereditary, the like that noise. Like, that noise was very iconic, and it pulled you out of the film for a reason, because it was supposed to scare you, make you know, or to help the audience know that a certain character was coming on screen or that something spooky was happening. You know what I mean? Especially in this film, there were a lot of like neck cracking noises, and I really hate those. One of my guy, and he was he thought it was a little humorous that I was freaking out by the neck cracking noises, but I'm like, whatever. But the point is, this is a good movie to go see when you're having fun.
Hey, what's your YouTube channel?
Huh?
What's your YouTube channel?
The Geeky Sandbox. Okay, some people just asked me what my YouTube channel was. It's kind of funny. So one thing I do want to talk about before I wrap up this quick informal video are the jump scares. I didn't really feel super scared by this like I thought I was going to be, but there were 2 jump scares that got me twice. 2 jump scares that got my guy. Really fun time. I'm one of those weird people that likes to get scared, so I personally didn't mind the jump scares. There were a few where you kind of see them coming a mile away, so they don't really get you necessarily. It just all depends on how you feel about horror films. But let's see. We talked about the plot, we talked about the sound effects, we talked about the actor and her performance, Taissa Farmiga. We talked about just the characters, just overall, I guess. I mean, the actor who played the priest, I don't have his name right now. I feel like he did pretty good, but though, like I said, the rest of the characters just kind of blended into the background, I'll say. And like I said, Taissa was supposed to be the character that kind of, her character was supposed to be the person, I can't talk today, the person to kind of step out and shine above the others. But like I said, she also kind of fell into the mix of everyone else, if that makes any sense. So the age-old question, should you guys go see The Nun? Sure, why not? Go see The Nun. It's a fun film. I mean, fun if you feel a certain type of way about horror films, but honestly, I don't think this movie is very scary. I know they said it would be the scariest chapter within the Conjuring universe. Personally, I didn't think it was very scary. I did think it was fun. Now, was it a good movie? I don't think it was just like the best movie out there, but it was a fun movie, I'll say. There was enough happening to keep me interested as a viewer, and there were some nice little Easter eggs and nice connections to the Conjuring universe and the previous Conjuring films and things like that. And definitely don't leave early if you can't stay till the very end, just because there is a nice little Easter egg that connects everything back to Lorraine and Ed. What do I give The Nun? I give The Nun, maybe 3 out of 5 geeks. If you like this video, guys, please be sure to give me a like rating down below. This one was kind of weird and a little random, but I do hope you guys really enjoyed it and kind of got a quick gist of what exactly The Nun is about. I do hope the audio is fine because, like I said, I'm outside and the wind is blowing just a little bit, so I do hope the lack of a tripod doesn't bother you guys too much. But anyways, guys, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get more movie reviews like this one. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.